Hey there guys, and welcome to another Factorio Reddit Weekly. I'm Exterminator, and thank you for joining me today. As always, we are looking at the top posts in this previous week on the subreddit. If you're new to the videos or my channel, we do this every Monday. We look at the last post for the previous week sorted by top, and usually we look mostly the first page and then the one or two or three on the next page just to make sure, anything super cool doesn't sneak by us right there. So we're going to start here at the top. Just notice this on my Logitech keyboard when research finishes. Yeah, so this is really cool. I have a Logitech keyboard too. Not exactly the same one, but similar. And I think they have this for the Razer stuff too. It's really cool. So it's integrated with the game. I think you can customize it, but just by default, if you have a keyboard that supports like the Razer Chroma and then whatever the Logitech thing is, like when your research finishes, your T for research will flash green, and if you're being attacked, stuff will flash red. If when you load up the game, it will, like they said, during loading screens, your whole keyboard will go from dark up to orange as it loads. It's really, really cool. It's a fantastic feature. If somebody is still unsure how to do a train-to-train transfer, oh my goodness. Oh, this is actually so cool. I've never considered putting the wagons this way for some reason. I mean, it takes a ton of space, but this is actually really great. I think this can be achieved with like cars and tanks too, though. Oh, I want 12 stack inserts per wagon. This is awesome, man. Oh my gosh. This is really, really cool. I never really considered facing them the other way. It's a bit odd that I never considered that, but that's a really neat system. Easy, although large, easy transfer from train to train. This train is fast because it's a bullet train. The dad jokes, though. Factorio plays automated puns. Suppose this isn't. I'm surprised this isn't like Geeson from my stream. Anyone who watches my stream knows he's like the lord of puns. This is hilarious. I really like this. He's like little. I don't know what these are. These like little boxes of stuff, and then the pathing and stuff. It's really cool. I launched a rocket without ever using Belcher logistic bots and just one train. Meet the sushi train. Okay, that's a lot of information. Oh dear gosh. Oh no. Oh, this is oh man. I was gonna say horrendous. It's really cool. It also drives me nuts. Like, they're obviously building on patches, which, I suppose maybe they have to do if they're not using bots or trains, or belts, sorry. I want to find a picture of the actual map. Oh my god, look at this train. It's just one huge train. Yeah, no, it's really blurry, but no bots, no belts, just transferring with inserters, it looked like right there. Oh gosh. This is ridiculous, guys. Oh my goodness. The challenges people give themselves in this game are nuts. Yeah, they're just transferring. You can see these like box transfer systems here. This is pretty crazy. Congrats to them for accomplishing that. When you think you've seen it all, this is exactly my thought. Like actual clinical insanity. We can get some close-ups of some of the individual factories. My little brain is struggling to comprehend this. Yeah, this is pretty ridiculous. Thanks to TS Joss, my real-life green circuit looks great. Nice. This is, I think we saw this last week or the week before. One of these is awesome. I make 20 mil of them. That's the spirit. I'm the developer of Factorio Ratio Calculator. I just woke up and saw that someone had gotten a screen capture permission request from, what? Is this, Factorio Calculator. I'm not even sure I know what this is. Or did I spotlight this? There's so many Factorio tools out there. I can't always keep track. So this is an app on Google. Interesting. So they're basically just going over that there's like just some technical info and what's allowed and what's not allowed. Interesting. It appears biters are much less easily distracted than I am. Yeah, he's just going at it, man. That flashing research is bugging me. I noticed a similar thing yesterday in a multiplayer game where one was it a spitter maybe was attacking a rock which didn't seem to be blocking its path at all. Yeah, it's the bugs do that. Oh, now he's falling around. Okay, I got to see this. I got to see where things changed. Does he hit the biter? Oh no, he killed the wall and then he changed focus. Oh, that's hilarious to watch. Look at the PC stats after telling 40. Look at the PC stats after telling 40k bots to build this game as a masterpiece. So not much happening here on the PC. However, Factorio is mostly single core. I think someone says this in the comments. So really, it's probably just that the one core is maxed out, but this is the overall CPU, so it's really only using the one core. Yes. So game is probably bottlenecked on single core CPU speed. The game is hammering that one core, which is why you're stable at 12 to 13%. Yes. There is an option to display cores separately in your task manager, which is cool. The game is multi-threaded, but for the main loop, it is faster to hammer a single CPU than spreading computations. Yeah, so it's somewhat multi-threaded. Some stuff is on other threads. And as our seating said, our seating is the king of optimization dev. But yeah, so RAM speeds are a huge factor. I think a lot of people don't factor this in. I have a lot of people ask me, like, you know, they'll be like, hey, is this CPU good for the game? Or, you know, I have, you know, this computer and like this really good CPU. Why am I not getting good performance? And then they'll say they have like not very good RAM. So I think it's not very well known necessarily that RAM speed and speed and clock speed, cache latency and stuff are really play a huge part in the game performance. So it's both the CPU and your RAM. So yeah, here let's just look at this really quick. From some testing, depending on what speed being used, it can almost double performance. So this is from very recently, like 4 days ago. So here we go. This is the cache latency. So I'll just try to find some information here. It's not entirely correct. So basically, here we have it though. At 1819-1938, at 1390 megahertz, they get 60 UPS on whatever they're testing this on. However, with a slightly different timing, slightly lower timing, I guess, maybe, but a much higher speed, they get nearly double UPS. And then the second stage of test was designed for a nominal frequency, but with different... Yeah, so basically, you need faster RAM, and a lower cache latency is also good. So just a bit of information there. Found the best seed, no options changed. Here it is. This is a pretty decent seed, so you basically only have to defend... Is that connected? I don't think so. You only have to defend here, here, and maybe over there. I mean, it's still a decent-sized area to defend, but... I mean, yeah, I mean, this isn't, like, the best map. It is pretty easily defendable, though. Story of my first Factorio game. In my very first game of Factorio, there have been many bases over the days. Many of them barely whispers anymore. The remains are all there. However... so this is an interesting setup we have going on. Main bus that I built and then largely discarded. It's actually pretty decent. Things built where nothing was supposed to be. Isn't that always how it happens? Scrapped projects and ill-conceived ideas. I don't even know what this was supposed to be. Me neither, man. Some sort of red circuit unload thing. In a maze of pipes and spaghetti and polluted water. There's one assembler feeding chemical plants into an active provider chest. Oh, I think we've all done this. You don't uncap a chest, or you don't cap a chest. You leave it uncapped, and oh my goodness, yeah, this ends up happening. Only to do, the factory must grow. Yeah, I mean, you obviously got to use these 13,000 chemical plants, and then you got to grow the factory to meet that. Obvious solution. Does anyone else rotate their main bus undergrounds after blue belts? What? 4 blue belts, bus lanes are regular belts. Outgoing and ingoing lane belts have to go underground. Only 4 of 6 lanes are usable. Bus lanes are underground. I don't know why. I don't quite understand this. Like, maybe I'm just missing. I mean, I guess maybe if you're running a bunch of stuff, but it's still really expensive to underground your entire bus. Unless I'm like missing the whole concept. But like this person says, a lot of people just move away from a bus at that point. Like I never go to blue belt ever. If I get that late in the game, I'm using bots basically. That's my personal way of playing. Spidertron plus large, water gap plus belts equals funny. Oh my goodness, look at that stretch. Holy moly. Spidertron looks real uncomfortable. Stretch. Well, F, what do we do about this? Yeah. Oh, here's V. You just want a meme to come alive but can't handle it when it's too funny. Yeah. Perhaps I should have explored a little before blocking off the apparent choke point. This is like the second or third post I've seen like this, and it's hilarious. I don't really blame them, but wasting all these resources, and they were really close too. Like the other posts I saw, it was still quite a ways until they would have found out there was nothing here. But this is actually, they would have had to just walk like 2 more chunks and to figure it out. Yeah, there you go. Now you have a wildlife sanctuary. Yeah, these guys just chill out there. Wildlife sanctuaries are good. Spawn camping is just fine. Pretty much what that is, isn't it? Why is this game so optimized? Seriously, I'm trying to convince myself I need a new computer. Factorio runs just fine on my 10-year-old PC without graphics card. The answer is simple. If your 10-year-old PC isn't running poorly, you need to expand until it does perform poorly, then it's a new computer time. This is very true. Or another way to look at it is, if your 10-year-old PC is handling it fine, imagine how big you could build if you had a brand new PC. Because that basically translates on what this person says. Push your current one until it can't handle it, and then you decide you need a new one. That's what I did. Of course, I do this for work, so it's a little bit different, but yeah, it's pretty ridiculous how optimized the game is. Vote for Factorio as Indie Game of the Year in Golden Joystick Awards. So bad on mobile, apparently. It's the 17th out of 18 categories, just a heads up. Never heard of the Golden Joystick Awards. Their picks are awful. My bots blot out the sun. Oh wow, they weren't kidding. It's 22 UPS here. Oh my lord. Yes, this is a debug option you can turn on. I think a lot of people play with this on, and I really should too, where you can show the bots like always on the map like this. I wonder how many bots this actually is. Tens of thousands. Yeah, it would be funny if they didn't work. It seems that sun will not be the first thing getting blocked. Yeah. Then you shall build in the shade. Yes. Pain. Oof. Yeah, that's a bit uncomfortable. Blueprint the purple science plant and paste down an entire second one. This is obviously the most reasonable solution. Yeah, obviously just double it and you'll be fine. That seems like a great solution, honestly. Factorio, it's a Factorio spirit right there. Hiding in a steel box. Factorio, another high bore art. This is hilarious. Your girl's in one of those pet boys. This is hilarious. What the? Oh, this is really cute. I love this so much. Not sure if I love it or hate it. I hate it. I really like the power pole and power line setup. But I can't dodge the curves. The curves are making me unable to speak. Top left gives me anxiety. Yeah, this is Uncomfortable. I can fix this. Of course, yeah. No problem, right? Seems fixable. Not even sure where the back of the car is at this point, but every BMW owner I know. But that does sound correct. Oh my goodness. Play Factorio for 2,000 hours in less than a year. That's pretty amateur, man. Like, come on. That's an average 5.5 hours per day every day for a year. Impressive. I mean, I was kidding. That is actually really impressive. But by the end of today, I will play 2,000 hours in less than a year. I'm so ashamed, but the factory must grow. Apparently, I can't type the word factory without accidentally typing Factorio and then correcting it. Same. I do that all the time. Or I have to pause partway through typing it to remember that I'm not saying Factorio. So you work and then you work on your factory. Yeah. Well, I found out why steel seemed to be evaporating. I was exporting it to an outpost. Okay. Yeah, no wonder. That is a lot of, oh my god. I think the biggest effing refinery ever make blueprint post Reddit for Karma. The factory has grown. Yeah. Factory modeled 207 nuclear reactors before I noticed. This is like, yeah, I've had accidents like that, for sure. I've had accidents like that. I think I forgot to uncap a Power Armor 2 chest once. Luckily, they only stack in ones, but helpful little buggers eating my pollution. Yeah, they really do kind of help the spread of it, especially if they're on an island, because then they can't even come get you. Makes them grow up to be big, strong behemoths, then you need to feed them nukes, so they dance and they're so happy when you send them those. Keep an eye on that artillery range research so it doesn't get automatically obliterated. Oh yeah. That's an interesting thought. Holding back on artillery range research for that. I mean, I don't think you actually would, but Magic Eye Red Circuit Blueprint. Holy God, this is like... Holy moly, what is happening here? This is ridiculous. Okay, so we have... Let's figure this out. We got plastic. We got circuits and wire, it looks like. They all underground, long-handed inserters. This is actually insanely expensive to build, by the way. The amount of red undergrounds here is insane. Like, the cost of this is through the roof, man. Hidden image is a red circuit. Wait, what? Is it? I guess maybe it is, isn't it? Or is that... I guess kind of, huh? The score 63... With a score 63 after 4 hours, this may well be the most underrated post in history of Factorio. This is really interesting. I've never really seen something quite like that. This says, 2 weeks ago, someone from this wonderful community bought me a copy of this game when I couldn't afford it myself. Oh yeah, I remember this person, unless it was another person. But either way, everyone here was so wonderfully supportive. I've now logged 55 hours in 2 weeks. Thought I'd share my progress so far. Nice. I really like the rails. Oh, this is like my first rails. Oh man, this is a death trap is what this is. But they're doing really good. They got some good outposts going. They're defending them all. That's a good step. It's like they have decent base here, some solar going. It's like, or maybe this is accumulators. Yeah, they're doing them separately, which is viable. I used to do that too. Not too bad of builds. It looks like they're on the electric furnaces. Cranking out the rail here. Actually really quite clean builds, for sure. This I'm not a massive fan of. But, I mean, if you're going to do it for anything, I guess crude oil is the best. But overall, this is pretty awesome. I'm really glad that they're enjoying the game. And that someone bought it for them. Factorio is such a wholesome game. The devs have even taken piracy with weird, at least they're having fun attitude, not the thief and pitchfork ideology. Love the game. Yeah, I think the devs' idea is that they don't care if someone pirates the game, because, like, it gives them a chance to see if they like the game. And if they like it, then they'll just buy it. I mean, obviously, if you pirate it, you already have the full game. But I've seen actually a surprising amount of people who pirated the game to try it, because that's, I think, sometimes, a decent amount of time why people pirate something. They don't want to pay for it. They're not going to like it. And then they did like it so much and like the community, they just bought the game because they just want to support it. And I think that that's great. I think that's, a really, really great way to go about things. Let's hop on the next page, see if we're missing anything else. The factory must launch my 500,000th rocket in a modded game. I mean, modded, who knows what mods they're using. I see green undergrounds, maybe like Factorio Extended. I love how they're playing this in Windows Media Player. I'm guilty of that before. This is crazy. Bob's mods. Oh, okay. And able to bring the game below 60 FPS ever since. You have to try harder. But yeah, using mods like that, you can just build insane stuff. It's not really comparable to vanilla, in my opinion. You call this spaghetti, I'll show you spaghetti. You call that spaghetti, I'll show you spaghetti. Oh, dear Lord. What in the hell? I wonder how many times this person's died by trains. This is like... I like that they've, like, incorporated their crashed ship here. Pretty cool. I've concreted everything, which is interesting. This is definitely modded. That looks like maybe Bob's mods or something. Factorio themed birthday box we made for our friend Cooper. Oh man, this is so cool. I love this. I want some of that. I want that. Oh my god, that is actually fantastic. And they use chain to wrap it. Happy birthday, Cooper. Do not bend. So they got them satisfactory, it looks like, maybe? Oh, they got them, like a little buildable train. Oh my god, this is fantastic. Giving him a stack of copper plates. Oh man, this is great. Really, really good stuff this week, guys. I think that's going to do it. As always, thank you so much for watching. Let me just double check I didn't miss one. Sometimes I do glance over them, so I'm looking past the ads. I think we're good. Really cool stuff, funny stuff this week. And as always, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. If you did enjoy, a like would be appreciated. If you're new to the channel, welcome, and feel free to subscribe if you aren't already to keep up with all the content I'm doing here for Factorio. And until next time, I look forward to seeing you all, and do take care.